this lesson, we will learn about the Mediaquery class. The Mediaquery class is the key technique to creating a suitable layout for different screens. Mediaquery helps us to get information about the device and user preferences. For example, you can use the Mediaquery of method to obtain information such as screen size, device orientation, font size, and screen occlusion. Today, we will use the size property to respond to larger types of devices. By doing so, we can simulate app, tablet, and computer devices. Although we won't be able to use it in the dartpad, we can also use the orientation property to check the device orientation and handle landscape mode. As we just learned, Mediaquery contains system information for several devices. Among the information obtained through this, the most commonly used data is the app screen size. We use Mediaquery of context for grammar when reading screen information using Mediaquery. In the code grammar, context is the context class variable of the app. The values in Mediaquery are logical pixel values, not actual pixel values. To see the actual pixel value, multiply the logical pixel values by device pixel ratio. To help you understand, let's look at this example code and the execution screen. Let's try running this code. If you look at the execution screen, there are 3 containers at the top in the order of blue, red, and green, and the rest consists of yellow containers. If you drag the edge of the screen, the container will be resized according to the size. Under what principle is this possible? This is possible because Mediaquery, which numerically tells the real-time screen size, is used as a container variable. Let's look at the code one by one. This code prints the size, one of the information embedded in the Mediaquery to the console window. The console window allows us to check the screen size in real time. This code prints the device's orientation, one of the information contained in Mediaquery, to the console window. You can now see the orientation direction of the screen in the console window. Let's add other information to the console window. If you add this and run this code below the orientation print, the device pixel ratio will also be printed in the console window. So you can see that it is 2.5. Next, let's variable the height and width of the screen separately. Just write down the variable name and assign it to Mediaquery. Since the screen should be displayed in a scaffold structure, put the column and row in the body appropriately. When we set the custom widget build container, we put the height and width of the screen that we declared as a variable, respectively, into the height and width of the container. It also multiplies it by the number you want, so it's proportional. Right now, the horizontal ratio of the 3 containers is 3, 4, 3. Shall we change it to a different ratio? Let's make the top 3 containers and yellow bottom containers in a 5:5 aspect ratio. What should we do? Can you think of a way right in your head? Let's do it together. Modify the heights of all 3 containers in the row to height times 0.5. Similarly, modify the height of yellow container inside the column to height of 0.5. And try running this code. And if you do it, you can see that it's perfectly divided into half and half proportional. It's time to finish the lesson on the Mediaquery. Thank you for watching and see you in the next lesson.